Hello everyone and welcome to E-Rice channel. My name is Oleg and today I will do unboxing of this new Caroma D2 model. So you might saw my previous video for D3. So this one should be about the same but a little bit different. So let's open up and assemble it to see how easy to assemble this model, and also we'll go for a ride and see how fast D2 can go. And let's open up. Inside the box you're gonna find user manual, charger, 1.5 amp, packs, and tools with the bolts to attach the packs, and the basket which optional to attach or not. And some people ask me if you can carry like small dog in it. Most likely yes, because it's pretty actually large, as you can see. My first step will be to removing this bracket. Next step would be attaching the handlebar. Just bring it up. Make sure the meter or the lock on the right side, and reattach this bracket with the same bolts you just removed. Then next you would attach the headlight to the fender right over here with a bolt, and the washer is included. Okay, you just insert it just like that. Use the washer from both sides and the nut. So once you attach the headlight to this area, you loosen up a little bit this part, okay, to the fender, and insert it from the down over here to the tube of the fork, and tighten up with a Allen key. And make sure you tighten up very well, because if you don't, while you're riding, you may fall, and it might cost you to fall or crash, because it will stop your front wheel. So make sure you tighten very well the fender before you start to installing the tires. But of course don't over tighten it as well. And here's how it will look once you attach the headlight and the fender. Before attaching the wheel, make sure you remove these nuts from both sides with a washer and the locking washer from both sides. This way will be very easy to attach the wheel. The next step will be attaching the wheel. So you lift it up the fork, remove this protecting fork and also this brake protector paper, and insert the wheel. The brake will be on your left side. You just insert it and drop it like this, okay? And then you can use a kickstand to have this bicycle to stand. Once you insert the wheel, you would attach locking washer. The locking washer comes with a small piece over here, which going inside the hole on the fork. On top of it you put a regular washer and tighten up with the nut, and do exactly the same thing on both sides. And the next step would be attaching the packs. Both of them the same, so it doesn't matter which side. So you would get this bolt, you would remove washer, and one you would leave it on, and you do with both of them like this, okay? And you basically just insert right here, another from another side, and you would just insert here and use a nut to tighten up everything. You do first with hands, and then you would retighten with the tools it came. So you use this wrench tool from behind, and you use this Allen key to tighten up, and you do it the same thing on both sides over here. And here's the pack. You can go foldable up and down, and do exactly the same thing on another side. If you decide to attach this basket, which is very useful, you would need to remove these 4 bolts from all sides. Basically reinstall it like this, just put it on top and reattach the bolts inside, and the bicycle will be, actually the scooter or bicycle, whichever you call it, would be assembled now. Make sure to check the air pressure in the tires, retighten all the bolts and nuts before you start to ride it, and charge the battery until the green light on the charging block. And here's how the Caroma D1 will look. This is a yellow color. They do come in different colors, so comment below which color do you like. You can check link in description. There should be some discount encrypted in the link. And let me show you how I will look. I'm 5'11" on this bike. So this bike, a scooter, can fit somebody even 6 feet tall easy, or somebody who is probably 4 and 5 inches tall, so under 5 feet. And you can adjust the handlebar further or close to you. Very comfortable position on this bike. I like it a lot. I like to ride this bike. I have the same in black color. Let me show you the one I have in black, so you can see the difference, but they basically identical. The only difference is the color, the battery size. So D2 comes with a battery size 48 volt 7.8 amp battery, and Caroma D2 comes with a 500 watt continuous power, and the peak power it's over 800. So let's go over some spec on this scooter. So it comes with 500 continuous power motor, 48 volt. This D2 model. The D3 model comes with a 750 watt motor, so more power, but actually they look exactly the same. It comes with nice tires, which is 16 inches by 3 inches, and it's up to 40 psi maximum. Looks like the tires are for off-road riding as well, or city. It comes with nice traction, as you can see, so it is pretty nice. The rims are made out of carbon steel, so it's a steel rims, like mag wheel kind of. And the fork does not have any suspension, but it does look really nice, and very bright headlight. And you're gonna see like this scooter is designed for teenagers, for adults. I think my son, who is 8, will probably ride this one as well. So if you want to get someone this as a gift, and if they're a lighter person, so you may want to go with D1 or D2 model. So this one is D2, it's kind of between. D3 model is good for somebody who wants more range, more power, but the speed should be about the same. The D2 model comes with 160mm disc brakes, mechanical on the front, and the same brakes on the rear. They are unbranded, but from my testing previous model, they stop pretty well, since the scooter does not go more than 20 miles an hour, so it's pretty good for this type of scooter. It does come with kind of BMX style handlebar, pretty nice grips with some rest over here, headlight on and off switch, the bell, the switch. You need to use its ignition in order to start the scooter or bike. This one is half throttle, so you just basically use the throttle as motorcycle to ride it. There's no speed changes, nothing. You just basically turn it on and zip this one up and it will ride, and use the throttle and it will just take off. So you cannot really make any changes to the speed. I already tried, so it can go up to 20 miles an hour. We're gonna go for a ride and see it. Everything very solid. Make sure you tighten up all the bolts before you start to ride it. And the frame made out of the steel, carbon steel, so it should be very strong frame. And there's a lot of potential to upgrade it if you decide to in the future. And of course you can put some bag inside over here, or even small pad. It's a pretty large space. I like this area for put a bag, so you can go for grocery shop, run some errands. So it's very nice. The seat is actually very comfortable as well. Very nice seat. You can see the similar seat on many e-moped style bicycles. So the fenders, the front is a plastic, same thing with the rear. So it's all plastic fenders, pretty good. The full fenders on the rear and half fenders on the front. This model is D3. This one is D2, there is also D1 model available. And I'll talk to you about the difference. All of them have the same color choice, so you can choose D3 in yellow or black in D2 model. So there is no difference going to be in color, but the models are different. So D3 would come with 750 watt motor, D2 would come with a 500 watt motors, and D1 will have 350 continuous power. D3 will have 48 volt system, and D2 will have also 48 volt system, and D1 I believe is 36 volt system. The voltage means less power, and the speed should be about the same, all of them. So if you're a heavy person, you should go with a D3 model. If somewhere between D2. If you're a very light person and you don't want that much power, more safer to ride for beginners, D1 would be probably best choice, and it will have less range, of course. So the longest range we'll get on D3 models, that's why it's a little bit more expensive, but everything else the same. Also, it comes with a headlight. Here's how the headlight will look on both of the models. All of them have the same headlight and tail light. Okay, it does have a brake light. So the brake light, when you push the brakes, it will basically blink slowly. And it's pretty bright even during the daytime. So it's pretty safe to ride on the street. And as you can see, it's about the same size. Everything the same. The difference only the power and the battery size. Alright, so let's see how good this bike going. Looks like it's about the same feeling on this bike as on D3 model I tried. So first I'm gonna do the speed test, and I'm gonna use this GPS, I guess, on the phone and go. So since there's only one speed, it can go only as fast, and it's going about 16 miles an hour, 17, 18, actually 20 it says here, but let's see. No, it's 18, no, it's 19. It was jumping, but that's something to do with GPS. So it's going about 90 miles an hour, I would say. Yeah, 90 miles an hour. Pretty solid. 90 miles an hour, jumping 19 to 18. So I would say 19. I'm gonna turn around and go this way as well. And again, this sitting position is great on this bike. You can adjust the handlebars the way you comfortable want to hold it, and it's going it's good acceleration. I think the D3, I can feel like it stop accelerating. Actually, it's going the same speed, 90 miles an hour. So, and then it's just slow down. So basically, it's just cut off the power when you're going too fast. So it will cut off the power once it's reached more than what it says, 90 miles. So you can see going 90 miles easily. So again, if you want to save money, if you don't need to ride much distance, the D2 models should be good. I would assume that D1 would be the same speed. I'm going to do compare later in the next video, more detailed compare. As the speed and torque, I'll try both of them at the same time. That well, I'll feel better if I can feel any torque. Let's go to ride on the grass and see if it can climb some of the hills on the grass. So I'm not gonna take it to that steep hill because this bicycle, it's not gonna be any better than D3 because this one is motor much smaller. So there's no point. The other bike made it about 75% uphill, but this one probably will make half maybe. And let's try it off-road. It's a bit wet over here, but this off-road tires is pretty good. And we have a small hill over here, and see if it can climb it. Yeah, it can. So it does have a lot of juice. It's not the steepest hill, but climbing on the grass is much harder. We do have like a small hill over here as well. Last bike I tried, which is listed as 500, oh no, 350 watt, couldn't make it from stop much, very slowly. So I'm gonna turn around and see if I can make it from complete stop, and if it's gonna be fast tiny. So I'm gonna get closer to the right here. It's not the steepest one, but again, I'll just try it out. Oh yeah, it definitely have more power than 350 motor I tried before, direct drive. So it is like 500 continuous power, so it will get you about 800 and over peak. Since this bike it's direct drive, yeah, there's no, oh, it's a lot of wet. So this bike is direct drive motor. There is no much power as a hub, like gears motor. That's why this bike completely silent, most likely, like compared to any other bike you can hear. You cannot really hear because it's basically silent. And the good about this that it's not only silent but very nice experience riding on this bike. On the scooter bike, I don't even confused how to call it. Other people, how would you call it, scooter or e-bike? It comes with a bell. All of them have bell, so it does have everything you need to ride it on the street. Headlight, tail light, bell, acceleration, nice acceleration. Even off-road, you can ride it off-road. So who would benefit from this scooter? I think anybody who needs a short ride, like between, oh no, the dog going after me. So I don't know, they don't like bicycles, they don't like scooters, but fast enough to take it off. See, like, let's get on top of here. So let's go more. Yeah, the dogs never like the bicycles. So again, the scooter is probably great for someone who is, I would say, like shorter, as 4.5 and up to 6'2" probably. And for anybody who is looking to ride, like, well, there's 3 different models, so then D3 would have a larger battery. So if you need to ride at least 20 miles, I think you can make it 20 miles on this battery on throttle only, because there's not much resistance, there's no gears, like, and it's a motor very efficient. Actually, the direct drive motor lasts longer than gears, so it should be really solid scooter which can last for years to come to ride. And it's good for students, for work, for anywhere you want to take it on the trip, because you can ride this one probably anywhere, like in a park, on fire lanes. It will not climb the steepest hills, but it will climb some hills. So D2 model is great for city. It's good for somebody who is lighter, because I weigh 215 pounds, I'm heavy, so probably D3 will be better for me. But if you're a lighter person, D2 or even D1, that's why I got this one. I'm gonna have my son to ride it, but I think it might be even too fast for him. He got used to ride like 10-15 miles an hour electric bicycle, but this one is like actually very good acceleration for this mini scooter. It's get to 50 miles very quickly, and I put about 35 psi. If I put more, it will be much less resistance. Oh, wow, it's 18, 19, easy. So again, this scooter is better than many small e-bicycles right now, and in the same price category. But the e-bikes, what's good about, you can pedal somehow. This one, you just sit on it and just as commuter. You can go grocery shop, or you can put the back between. So it's very useful. I like it. I take it to the grocery shop, I take it around errands right now. So it's very convenient, actually most useful bike I have right now, because of the small design, comfortable seat, and easy. You just grab it and go. You don't have to shift anything, and it comes with a key, so nobody can ride it. When you like, if you have like kids at home who wants to ride it, if you hide the keys, they cannot actually ride the bike. No code needed, no password, easy. Just plug in the key, turn, and it's on. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.